So I'm Bub, and
Yeah, you are.
I do not support TikTok. It's nothing personal, it's just not for me, but I have a lot of friends that do like TikTok, which is fine. And I was talking with one of my friends who's on TikTok, and one of my girlfriends asked her, like, how many followers do you have? She's like, well, I have 21. It's not much, but it's honest work. And I told her, I'm a supportive friend, and I was like, well, actually, you have 22 followers, if you count China. So, and that's a whole country of followers. Like, I don't have that. So I'm a pretty, like, strong-willed girl. I don't mind getting in a debate. Like, I'm there to learn. Also to win, but, like, mostly to learn, but, like, winning. But one thing I don't like about arguing with, like, a girl is that, like, they do this thing, like, you're revving up, right? You're getting in the zone. I'm, like, totally gonna beat them. You're about to put the nail in the coffin. And then girls have this sixth sense where they know they're gonna lose. And so they pull out their passive-aggressive purse, reach in and pull out the one-liner of, to each their own. And it's like, first of all, why can't you just let me win? Number one. And number two, it's like, I think to each their own is like a cop-out, because like, they're like, oh, like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, like, to each their own. And it's like, no, not everyone. Like, if I were to be like, hey guys, I think Hitler had a point. Blonde hair and blue eyes is where it's at. No, like, Stacey, you're really gonna be like, oh, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Like, what? Like, no, do not to each their own. And honestly, I feel like to each their own is up there in annoying phrases with you do you, because if I were to be like, hey, what do you think of my outfit? And you guys were to say, you know what? You do you. Like, no, thank you. That means I look like garbage. But something that's crazy is that, like, I think from a, like, young age, you're, as a girl, like, expected to be passive-aggressive. You're not supposed to be aggressive, and, like, that's not our fault. It goes back generations. Like, in 1692, if you were to be aggressive, you were a witch and you'd be burned at the stake. So, but honestly, on a side note, I think the Salem witch trials were crazy. Like, I know we all know what it is, and I just feel like I remember being like in class, like, oh, witches, like, that's crazy. But like, these girls literally just got fully yeeted, and it was terrible. And like, I imagine at the town hall meeting, the mayor came in and was like, gentle folks of Salem, we must figure out what to do with these witches. And some buffoon in the back was like, ooh, pick me. And they were like, sir, you look like you're of sound mind, go for it. And the guy was like, okay, hear me out. So what if we tied them to a chair? And the guys are like, I already do that in the bedroom. Tie them to a chair, throw them in a river, and if they float, they're a witch. And the men were like, oh yeah, floating, witchy, yeah, that checks out. And then the mayor was like, well, what happens if they aren't a witch? And they'd be like, the buffoon was like, duh, then they won't float and they'll drown. And everyone was like, oh yeah, win-win, love it. And I imagine some girl in the back, her like name's like Mary, and Mary's in the back and she's like, okay, I'm doing the math here, witch, dead, love it. Not witch, also dead, less sick. She probably raised her hand. She's like, hey guys, thank you for letting me be here in town hall. I love being one of the boys. But I feel like I die either way, so that seems like that's maybe not the best idea. And they'd be like, oh, Mary's a witch. And Mary obviously likes to travel in packs, so she's with her pal Elizabeth, and they'd be like, Elizabeth, what do you think? And Elizabeth would have been like, you know what? You do you. Kill her. I'm Bub, and that was my say.